Hey folks, here at OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review at a microphone which Aspen Mics sent over for us to check out. The company is a manufacturer of professional microphones for people who are giving presentations, if you're giving lectures, if you're talking for voice. It also works for musicians, so it records instrumentals and vocals quite well too. The one that we have here is a small microphone which is quite compact. It uses a traditional 3.5mm jack which can be connected to a plethora of cameras, camcorders, video equipment onto laptops, computers, smartphones, so it's quite versatile and it's tiny, so it's easy to transport and also clip onto a shirt and then use it when you're talking. It's not a wireless microphone like some Bluetooth mics we've seen in the past, but still makes it a nice travel companion nonetheless. Aspen Mics typically sell through the company's website and also on Amazon between, I'd say, $40 to $80 depending on the model that you're selecting. Some also include some extra adapters, but this is what the one that we saw in the box looked like. It includes kind of this interesting tin to protect the mic when you are not using it, and it folds open to reveal a test card, which shows that the various things have been tested by someone to note that the microphone is fully working. Some basic info about the company as well as the website and the model number down below. So here is the mic. We'll take a closer look at that in a moment. There's also a condenser and some foams which you can use to cover up the mic just to filter out some popping if you're talking a lot, just to make it sound a bit more professional. And there's also an adapter, so if you have this plugged into a computer, let's say, and the computer only has one slot, let's say this is a tablet, which shares both a headphone port and a mic port. So if you're plugging this in, you can't plug in your headphones anymore. This allows you to still access your headphones even if you're using a mic that's plugged in, which is quite convenient. It's a nice little extra that the company thought of. Works with smartphones. iOS and Android are both supported, in addition to laptops and tablets alike. It's also gold-plated, which is pretty nice. So this goes into your computer. This part should be plugged into the Aspen mic, and this one to your headphone port if you want a more private experience and hear as you talk and speak. There's also a foam just to pad things and protect things. So over here we have the microphone itself with the clip already pre-attached. We're going to pop on this foam cushion. Upon a first impressions perspective, it seems the foam is a little bit loose. It might pop off a little bit easily, but it still is a nice addition that we like to see included. So here it is. This is what the tiny mic looks like. Of course, this is absolutely tiny when stacked up against, let's say, a studio mic or a larger, more professional USB-based mic, but this one is still going to do the trick. If you have it clipped onto a shirt, it still picks up quite a bit of sound, has a bit of noise cancellation as well, so it's going to reduce ambient noise, so you can't really hear, let's say, cars or people chatting away in the background as much, which is nice to see. The clip is made out of metal, seems to be a pretty durable material, and the cable length, I'd say, is roughly 1.5 meters long, which is nice. It's definitely doable, although, the longer the better, especially since this is a portable mini mic. Maybe if you want to stand in front of a camera, you have to stretch the cable a little bit more. Otherwise, it has that 3.5mm connector jack, and that's basically it. We would have liked to see maybe the usage of a flat ribbon wire in the future, although we know that this isn't headphones, so the industry hasn't caught on as much in this regard. It still makes these mics a little bit easier to tangle by accident because of the nature of the round shape of the wires, but that's just a minor critique. Otherwise, a pretty solid hardware on a first perspective basis. So next we're going to do a quick test by plugging this into the camera that we're using right now and doing a quick sound test so you guys get an idea of what this mic sounds like. Alright, test. This is what the microphone sounds like with the Aspen mic now plugged into the camcorder. I'm going to hold it now closer and do a bit of talking. This is basically the position it would be in if I had it clipped onto my shirt and I was talking and creating a video. So hopefully this gives you a quick idea. Of course, you could also clip this onto, let's say, a desk, or let's say somewhere more permanent if you're recording music, onto a stand, let's say, or if you're singing. So it is a pretty decent microphone, I'd say. It picks up sound pretty well, and again, it is noise canceling in the sense it's not going to also pick up too much background noise if you are talking. It does focus relatively well, and it seems like it does work pretty nicely as well. So you can check out more details about Aspen Mics, and in particular this microphone as well, in our official written review, but this has been our video first look. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.